Happy bank holiday weekend, everyone. Fantastic. Morning, everyone. Sunday the 7th of May. Been a while since I've put a video out, but work has just been unreal. The weather has just been crap, and bank holiday weekend, we had a nice day yesterday, but the wife decided to take full advantage of that, take us to Durham. So had a good drink, enjoyed the bit of sun. Now overcast and grey today, in between showers. We're going to try and get something done on the system and the pond, but I'll just show you what I've noticed. There's a good time to show you because the drum filter has played up again with the float switch. I'll spin you around now and we'll take a look at that. So I came out and realised, I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a hum of the pumps, which means the water level is really low in these. So they're just on full pull off the skimmer at the minute, because obviously the drum has failed to trigger its wash. The float switch must be blocked or something, so we'll just take a look at that now. Actually, just before I pull the drum out, I suppose it's a good time to see if this happens. So the drum has failed to wash. The skimmers have gone on to full pull, which is then pumped up into the nexus. Same on that one, to the back nexus. So even though the drum stopped working, the system is still working. I've still got water going into the bio chambers, the nexus filters, through the Backy River, return back to the pond, keeping some oxygenating going in the pond. So the way I set the system up was to have the drum filter feed the clean end of the sieve, the skimmer feed the normal end of a sieve, and I'm glad I did that now, because in situations like this everything keeps running until I figure out what's going on with this float switch in the drum filter. So we'll take a look at the drum filter now. Okay, so that's the table slid forward. As we can see, clean chamber completely empty. Float switch probably got something blocked in it, but I'm going to have to, there's not a lot of room in there, so it's hard to show you. See if we can see what's on underneath it. Yeah, there's the culprit. You just see that it looks like to be a snail. I'll just get that off and have a look at it. Now, I'll just try and show you. there's the culprit. Just won't focus properly on it, but you can see, tiny little snail got itself caught under the float switch as the drum was about to trigger, meaning the drum didn't trigger, and that's why drum filters, great bit of kit, but Mother Nature always finds a way to challenge us in this hobby. So that could have been an issue, but like I say, luckily my system keeps running because the skimmers just go into full pull and keeps the biochambers, the Backy River and the waterfall running, which keeps these guys happy. So they're not doing too bad. We're just waiting for the temperatures to creep up. Ponds are about 13 today, so they're a bit more active, but it's been really just hanging around 10, 11 for a long time, so they're a very slow start to the season. Things are starting to brighten up a bit now though. The Acer tree is almost in full bloom, that one. The red ones are slowly starting to come at the back. Right, I'll just get this table put back over the drum. Anyone wants to know what happens, it just simply slides straight over the top of it. And mounted the table on some simple lengths of wood. Made a few modifications to the table. Anyone who has these will know how they're normally set up. And I just blanked off the front of it. That's the control panel. Switch box is behind the flap normally, and then it simply just slides forward. Nicely back into position. As you can see, job's a good one. Nice little control set up in there with some external plugs as well. So nice tidy little bit to hide a drum filter. Just put that back on there. Well impressed with that. It's come back lovely. Let's see what we've got going on up here. Some progress with the back shower. We've got, so what we're doing with, you can just see we've hollowed some holes in there ready. Put some little holes around the perimeter because there was a natural formed little trough in there, so that won't gather any dirt in. Put some bigger main holes through the centre. Of course the media is going to sit up on the tray, elevated off the floor anyway, so that'll give it a good chance to flush any build up of debris and crap off the media as well. So we're getting there with that. Good little tubs them, but the plastic is quite, well, it's not the best for drilling, let's put it that way. Be very careful with it if you are going to drill it, because it'll crack easy. Over to the quarantine setup, just doing a bit of a water change on that. There's the new additions in there. Deutz Achiever, Yamibuki Oven and the High Katsuri. just waiting for the temperatures to pick up, but then I'll start about 16 degrees in there. See that? So when the main pond picks up a bit, and these guys, they're doing well, and the scrape clear, don't give us any signs of anything to worry about on them. They'll be joining the rest of the gang. The Yotsuri did have a bit of bag rub from travel over from Poland, so it's got a bit of white sort of scraped skin on one side. I'll just try and see it. Turns round. It's on the back corner area, just by the tail on that side there. A slight white rough bit of skin on it, so we're just going to let that heal up. I don't know if it really needs to heal, but because it's not sore looking, or I think it's more just like a scab. We'll get that proper before it joins the rest of them, and I can control it more in here if I need to topically treat it a bit with some Tamidine and stuff. It's had some already, and we're in a bit of salt in here as well, just settling in. But this little guy's doing great. The colours on him are fantastic. It's almost like a grey blue, and then like a chestnut copper with that black line around it, which separates the copper colour from the, yeah, you can just see it now. Hungry little fella. Yep, we're looking forward to getting them in the main pond. I was after a new Deutsch achiever from Yoshikigoi after the success with the first one I got from her. You can just see her down there, the big girl in the middle. That one was mostly all brown with the grey patterns. We'll just get a closer look at her. So yeah, if the new edition can get to her size, I'll be very happy with that. We made some progress on the upflow filter. Just take a look at that. See there, it's got some water in at the minute. Just testing for leaks. Some K1 micro. We've got a valve fitted just there, you can see, to flush the waste out. Probably out gonna have to drop an air line through the top just to bubble it. That's as far as I've got with that at the minute. And then eventually that's the pipe coming off the top of it there. We'll get that into the shower filter for when the system runs and it's full summer mode and the quarantine's over. So yeah, I'm just going to leave this one there. Raining again, so I'm going to try and take the backy shower indoors and see if I can do something on that. I see the weather has just let us down. This bank holiday weekend up here, apart from one day. I hope you've had a better time about where you are, and I'll get back to you when it improves and there's more I can show you outdoor on the pond. So, like always, thank you all for sticking with us. I'm about 300 subs now, which I really appreciate it. I don't realise it's not a premium channel. It's just me showing you my journey in it, and I enjoy being part of it. So I'll continue to do so, and we'll see where we get with it all this season in the summer when it all improves. So as I say, I'll spin you around. Still wet and damp up here. I'm going to take this indoors and see if I can continue some progress on it. They don't seem to mind the rain. I'll leave you some footage of the new kids as I got them. Bye now.